The male sex organ in Pelea is called as the antherium. This is the structure of mature antheridium. In that there is at the top there is the ostiole is present. Then at the center there is the antheridial chamber, which is contains the androgonial cells and stalks, and which is covered by the antheridial cells. The next is the structure of sperms, which is biflagellated. So these antheridia mostly present on the dorsal sides in a row along the midrib or in the scatter. The antheridium sex organs, that is male sex organ, mostly present on the dorsal sides on the midrib in row, or sometimes it may be scattered in position. The antheridial chambers, which contains the antheridium, is in antheridial chamber. The antheridium is placed in the cavity that is known as the chamber. So this cavity is known as the antheridial chamber, and these are small opening which is called as the ostiole. So this antheridium is has stalk and the body. The stalk, which is short and multicellular, and the body is globular and which is covered by the single layer antheridial walls. The body has a central mass of the androcytes, mother cells. These each androcyte mother cells, they will be divided into two and they form the androcytes. These androcytes, it's small, motile, biflagellate, spirally coiled sperms called as the anthrozoids. So this is the structure of antheridium. This antheridium is present in the antheridial chamber, and this or the cavity which is called as the antheridial chamber, and it has small opening which is called as the ostiole. In each antheridium has stalk and body. Stalk is short and multicellular. Body is globular, which is single layered antheridial wall. The body of this antheridium having the central mass of the androcyte mother cells. These androcyte mother cells are divided and they form the two androcytes. So these androcytes are very small, motile, biflagellate and spirally coiled sperms, which is also called as the anthrozoids. Then next stage is the dehiscence of the antheridium or liberations of the androcytes, or which is also called as the antherozoids. So when the mature antheridium will be mature, they absorb the water and it will be burst. So after bursting, it releases the anthrozoids. Each anthrozoids comes out through the ostioles of antheridial chamber, and the motile anthrozoids will swim in search of the archegonium. So this is the dehiscence of the antheridium. They first absorb the water, then burst, and due to the bursting, it releases the anthrozoids. These anthrozoids will come out through these ostioles of the antheridial chamber, and they will be swimming in search of the archegonium. Next, we discuss about the archegonium, that is the female sex organ. This is the picture of female sex organ. In that, there is the stalk, egg cells, venter canal cells and neck canal cells, and at the tip there is the cover cells. So this is the structure of mature archegonium. So archegonium is present also on the upper, that means on the dorsal sides of the thallus near the apex. The antheridium, which are present on the midrib and also on the dorsal side. These female sex organ, that is archegonium, which is present also on the dorsal side, but they are present near the apex, at the tip or the apex sides. These female sex organs are present. These female sex or archegonia arises in clusters. So it has common ridges of tissues called receptacles, and it is surrounded by coverings called involucres. So it is green in color and protective in functions. This archegonia structure, it is flask shaped structure. It has stalk, swollen venter and long narrow neck. The stalk is very short and it arises or it attaches the archegonium to the thallus. The venter, it contains the venter canal cells and egg cells. In neck, it is made by the 5 vertical rows of neck cells, and inside that 6 to 9 neck canal cells are present. Then cover cells. These cover cells, the 4 cover cells are present in the archegonia. So this is the structure of archegonia. So in the first of all position कहाँ पे present रहता है? So this archegonium is present on the upper sides of the thallus at the or near the apex. It having the clusters of receptacles and involucres, and they will be protect this archegonium. This archegonium is flask-shaped structure. They are having stalk, swollen venter and long narrow neck. The stalk is very short. Then venter consists venter canal cells and egg cells. Neck consists the 5 vertical rows of the neck cells, and in that the 6 to 9 neck canal cells are present. Then 4 cover cells are present in the archegonium. Then after the maturation of archegonium, the dehiscence or fertilization will be takes place. So first of all, how the dehiscence of archegonium is takes place we have discussed, and after the dehiscence of archegonium, the anthrozoids will become with contact with the archegonium and fertilization will be takes place. So how the dehiscence of archegonium is takes place? So these venter canal cells and neck canal cells will be degenerate after the maturation of archegonium. They forms the mucilaginous mass. This mucilaginous mass, they will be absorb the water, they will be swells out, and they can create the pastures on the cover cells which is present at the top of this archegonium. So this mucilaginous mass will be oozes out. This mucilaginous mass contains the malic acid. So due to this malic acid, they will be invited the anthrozoids. That process is known as the chemotactic fertilization, and this is mostly takes place in the bryophytes. So due to this malic acid, they will be invites the anthrozoids. So motile anthrozoids, they actually swimming in the water. They reaches to the neck, and through this neck they enters to the venter, and they will be unites with the egg cells and they forms the zygote. So the formation of zygotes means the completion of the gametophytic generation and initiation of the sporophytic generation. So these diploid zygotes developed into the diploid sporophyte. So this is the zygote formation is the end of this gametophytic generation, and from that the sporophytic generations will be start. So in this way the fertilization will take place in the Palea bryophytes. So in that you have to if the question asks regarding the reproductions or gametophytic reproduction, then you have to write about the antheridium, that is male sex organ, and female sex organ is the archegonium. Up to its maturation, then after maturation dehiscence is how the dehiscence will take place, and after dehiscence how the fertilization will take place in male and female sex organ. So in reproduction you have to mention the all that points. I hope all of you understand that sexual reproduction in Palea. It is the fertilization process is similar like the Marchantia plants. So if you can prepare the one at a one genus, you can write the other genus. If you can prepare for the Marchantia, same process will take place in the Palea. So there's not much difference in between the both bryophytes.